How do there, chums? This is Expedition 6, The Blighted, and this is Phase 3. Had to think about that for a second, people. We're hammering through this, aren't we? We really are. The fact that it says Phase 3 on the screen here, Rendezvous 3, is the way to sort of tell, I guess. It says completed Phase 2 at the moment. But anyway, we're going to lock on to Phase 3 in a moment, and that's what we're going to be hitting up and doing. So yeah, let's fly on out. So hopefully you've seen Phase 1 and 2. If not, there is a playlist. I'll put the playlist in the top right-hand corner, just in case you want to play catch-up. Brilliant! Awesome! So here we go, Rendezvous 3. We may as well jump on out to the galactic map and let's hit on up. Rendezvous 3. Can I do this in one jump? Let's see. Okay, right. Oh, I think it might just fall short. You know what? I'm going to press circle to unlock from this, and I'm going to see if I can sneak on over. Yeah, look, it doesn't say it's out of warp drive fuel. I need an idiom drive for that one, and a neighbouring star. But no, I can jump all the way there. The game lies, people. So just keep that in mind. You might be able to do the jump in one go. Right, now before I go to Rendezvous 3, like I always do, I'm going to hit on up the station. So it's in my portal list, and to grab an exosuit expansion. But while I'm in there, I might sell a few things in the Galactic Trade Terminal, free up some inventory space. Because yes, we're going to be popping badges like a madman possessed, and we're going to need that free slottage. Heck yes, we are. And talking about slottage, I'm upgrading my multi-tool, because we've got a couple of multi-tool expansion freebies. Heck yes, might as well upgrade the class and see if I can put in a few extra slots with some hard-earned units. I say hard-earned, we sort of glitched them in, didn't we, through that sort of exploit. If you don't know what exploit I'm on about, I'll put a link in the top right-hand corner. It might still be available for exploit, or they may have patched it. Depends what version you're on. Heck yes, but it's still working for me. Lovely and awesome. Right, so grab myself my free exosuit upgrade. Now you can call in the Nexus, and you can do a double whammy if you really want to keep this save. Maybe if you're doing it for the long haul, then yes, do that. Yeah, why the fudge not? It's an extra free slot, isn't it, each jump? But for me, I'm going to be throwing this save away at the end of this, and I don't think there's anything that I need to transfer over to my legacy saves from this expedition. Looking at it, so yeah, this is just going to be a throwaway for me. So I'm not bothered about my ship, not bothered about the multi-tool or really anything like that. It's just unlocking the rewards. So far we've got the decors and the posters, freaking nice. At the end of this one we should get some lovely flags, which I'll show you towards the end, so yeah, be sure to stay tuned. Right, so let's head on over to Rendezvous 3, which is at this sort of relic-y type site. Lots of messages and comms balls already here. I'd imagine this place is going to be littered with the things fairly soon, so yeah, head on over if you haven't already and get it locked in, done and dusted. Brilliant. You know what, I might just head on up and have a quick read of the lore, see if it's got anything to do with this pirate mission. Righto, well, it didn't have nothing to do with the piratey mission, so I didn't think it was worth actually featuring it. It was the Gek first spawny type stuff. Anyhows, next off, we're going to be hitting up the next sort of tile inside of this sort of expedition. What did I get? Exosuit expansion units. Great, I've just left the freaking station, haven't I? That would have been nice to have put those in already. Right, so we've got to find we've got to deploy one of our Nautilans. Okay, well maybe I might go back up to the station and see if they can sell me some salt. But no, I've already checked anyway. There was chlorine in there. You can convert chlorine into salt, so that's a thing if you wanted to. But anyhow, there's a nice pretty marble over here. So yes, you can buy chlorine in the same side as where the multi-tool vendor is, not on the other side where the mission vendor is. Yeah, you can get chlorine, and that refines into salt. So yeah, you might not have to harvest as much. But I didn't. Well, I grabbed some chlorine, but yeah, I'll show you where you can harvest salt from inside of here anyway. So right now, I need the salt, and I need crystal sulfide and metal plating. Metal plating you can craft using ferrite dust. The crystal sulfide you can get from these things under the water. I'll show you what marker you're looking for. And the salt you're going to get from these things that look like capillary shells. These little guys here. So yeah, they're going to give you salt. Here you go. Look, I scan it, and you see the primary element is salt. Now, when you zap these things, though, sometimes you're going to get some little critters pop out. Jellyfish, a little bit like those little guys in the jar behind me. But these ones are deadly jellyfish. And yeah, I've noticed what they can do now is actually go through the ground as well. So you can't actually shoot them. They come up and nibble your feet and freaking take a shed load of energy. Considering I haven't got much shields at the moment, they nearly freaking kill me. So be a bit careful. Try and harvest as much as you can near to the bank. And if they come at you, then you can get out of the water super darn freaking quick. Alright, so that seems to be the only thing that I've really scanned so far that gives salt as a primary. Okay, so here you go. Here comes the jellyfish. You watch. There's little sneaky gits. They go underneath the ground. Look at them. They're buried under the ground. 2 of them have gone under the ground, all stealthy like, and I can't get them. But no, they can pop up and they can get me. Look, bang. And you watch my injury bar. In a second, bang, second hit. Frickin' mentals. Nearly knock me out of the fudge out. Like frickin' man of war. Right, okay, well, I'm not going to fight these guys. I learnt my lesson. I'm jumping out. I'm getting onto the frickin' bank. You see the crab run for it as well. Little Scottish rod up the hill there. Right, okay, well, we're going to head on back in. I'll show you what you're looking for to get you crystal sulfide as well. So it's this marker over here, this sort of marker that I put on the screen there. And yeah, all we need to do is go around and pick them. Now, every now and again, they will boil over and go mental. Just get the heck out of the way. Yeah, because that does you quite a fair bit of damage as well, more so than the jellyfish. Right, so now I've got everything to put down my Nautilin. There's my Nautilin. There it is. Lovely little submarine. But the badge hasn't popped, so I get into it, and I have to fuel the engines. Now, you should have been given the actual warp fuels or the actual fuel for this thing in a previous badge. Hopefully you didn't bin it off. Okay, cool, right, okay, brilliant. Let's swim around. There we go. There we are. Awesome. So now we can actually move in this thing. Lovely. And we've got our badge, so we can claim the rewards. We are probably going to need this later, but what I would say, if you are going to move on to another planet, delete your Nautilin Blade so you get all those resources back so you can redeploy it at any time. And I tend to delete it anyway and take it with me wherever I go and deploy it again. So here we go, done. And yeah, we've got ourselves a few extra bits and bobs. The living pearls, we're going to need one of them to unlock a chest at the ruin. But we're getting ahead of ourselves, aren't we, people? Because that's a latter badge, that is, with the ruins. So for now, we need to actually locate this last map fragment. And to do that, we need to use our scanner. Now, inside of my Nautilin, I have no scanner installed. We will have to install one for that ruin later on. But for now, we're going to just use the technology that we does have, rather than the technologies we doesn't. But I could always try and show you. Here we go. I probably will in a second hit up the scanner module anyway. So yeah, let's head on over to where my ship is so we can plan our next stage of attack. Planning and scheming. Yes, the cogs in my mind are spinning. What's the best way for us to do this? Righto, well, I've just used the scanner inside of my suit. Let's see if that brings back, and it does. Starship distress signal detected. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner. Awesome, brilliant. Right, okay, awesomes. But yeah, let's just pop on over here for 1 second, and let's go and delete my actual Nautilin Bay, just in case we're going to need that later. Yeah, let's just squirrel that away for safekeepings. So yeah, just select that and go into there, delete Mondo, done, and we've got all of our stuff. Wow, this cape is really drowning me, isn't it? Wraps around your neck. Yeah, cape physics. Yeah, drowning physics. Awesome. Brilliant. Well, let's jump into our ship and let's fly on over to this distress signal rather than go there on our Nautilin. Might as well fly there a little bit quicker. Righto. Awesome. So I'm just going to go up through the atmosphere, up where the air is clear because there's less friction up there. Yeah, you can fly a lot quicker. Yeah, thank you, Mary Poppins. Let's head on down here and touch down on the island, and then we can redeploy our Nautilin Bay. Lovely jubbly. And now we're heading down to this crashed ship. Brilliant! Titanic theme starts playing. Freaking epic comms ball notes. Sometimes they do make me smile, that has to be said. Righto, so we're going to get a little bit of synopsis of lore here, people. So yeah, I will be doing an overview of all the lore, so don't worry if you miss any of this. But yes, we finally know their secret. Using portals. Legends were true. Not from this galaxy. Going to take treasure back. Exploit their network. Right, tucked into a crevice, miraculously intact. Brilliant, lovely, we've got it. And it says here, annihilate every traveller, all galaxies will fall to Blight. Ooh, this is getting sneaky, isn't it? This is getting deep. Not just in the water, but getting deep. Talking of getting deep, I've got to get deep with, you would assume with the Nautilin, wouldn't you? But I'm just going to use common sense and a bit of nous and a terrain manipulator. And I'm just going to dig a freaking hole. Anyway, let's just jump in my Nautilin, out of my Nautilin. I don't think that actually creates a save though, does it? No. And there's no way I'm going to find a cave deep enough in this ocean. Hello Games just doesn't make very deep oceans, really, do they? So you know what, I'm just going to jump out and I'm just going to use my terrain manipulator. If you're not going to make oceans deep enough, I'll make them deep enough myself. So yeah, for this one, all you need is a little puddle of water, and just dig until you reach the freaking bedrock, and hopefully, there we go, we've popped the badge. Ha! Brilliant. Go on then, make it as well. That's from the Dragon's Dogma. Freaking love Dragon's Dogma. Anyhow, Titanic music again. Brilliant. We're back in our Nautilus. Let's head back to the shore. And I think we're going to have to install the scanner into the actual Nautilus to find an underwater relic. I think that's the only way you can find them, as far as I know anyway, is to use a Nautilus scanner. And sometimes it can be a bit squiffy. I mean, we did one of these Tales of the Deep in a previous expedition, and it was very squiffy to get the actual underwater relic to pop. So if it doesn't pop first time, you're best to fly to another area of the same planet on water and try in different places, and eventually hopefully you're going to find one. Anyhow, I'm going to delete this again, just in case I can't get back here. Oh, my inventory's full, is it? Right, fine. I'll get rid of these meaty chunks, and there's probably something else I can bin. Probably don't need that last one of those. Oh, actually, I think I might need that to install the scanner. Oops. Okay, I can always go get another one. If that's the case, I can always go get another one, can't I? But the Nautilus stays here. So maybe I could just put out a beacon so I can get back to where my Nautilus is. I don't think I've got the resources to build a freaking beacon because it needs sodium, doesn't it? And sodium nitrate at that. I don't even think I've got regular sodiums. Righto, awesome. Well, there we go. We've got all that sorted anyhow. So we can claim that once my inventory is not so full. But here we go. Acquire the treasure map. So we are going to need, yes, it's at a ruin. Acquire an aquatic treasure, which is at a ruin. If I select that, we can read that in full. And I'm fairly sure it's going to take us to a ruin, which, yes, we will need the scanner installed for that one. Okay, so let's just pop on over and let's read that in full in a second. Well, here we go. Here's the scanner. Yeah, so I need crystal sulfide times 3. Well, that's... I'm going to have to go get some more if I want to put down another one of those bays. But hopefully I can come straight back here. Straight back to where my Nautilus is if I can put a beacon here. Like I say, I haven't got any sodium on me. Fudge and blast. Alright, anyhow, I'm sure I'll work it out. Maybe I might just get lucky and fly back to this location. Right, so I flew straight up, directly from here, and called in the Nexus, as near as I could to the planet. So hopefully, when I come back out, I'll see that comms ball again. That's what I'm hoping. So I've just bought the Solar Mirror blueprint. Lovely. And I'm going to buy all the rest of the blueprints inside this terminal, because might as well, I've got all the nanites to do so. So great, but yeah, all you need is the Solar Mirror. I've upgraded my backpack there, my exosuit. I got a couple of those additional ones pop as well as a reward. So now I'm just going to head back down. I think it's that comms ball just there. All right, so I'm going to be heading towards that, and hopefully it's going to be where my Nautilus is. Fingers crossed. Luck of the captain of the Steves. Yes, there's my Nautilus, and I've installed the tech, and now I can just go to scan by using down on the D-pad, going into scanner, and then selecting the ruin. Boom, and look at that, it found it. But like I say, if it doesn't find it, just take off, fly to another area of the planet, put down your Nautilus again, try again. Try all different coordinates all over the planet until one pops. The closer you are to deeper ocean, the better. Okay, cool, because these things spawn where it's relatively deep. Right, so I've gone all the way over there on my Nautilus, and here we are at the underwater relic site. Now, there is some lore here, but this lore is very separate from the rest of the game. It almost feels like they've got some sort of novice poet and just hammered in some real janky stuff. It doesn't feel in keeping with anything else in game. I really don't know what they were thinking when they put this lore in. It's like, she sells seashells on the seashore. It's cack, basically. Anyhow, it doesn't tie into anything. If it does, please correct me in the comments. Put down what you think this lore means, because to me it just feels like gibberish. Awesome. It doesn't feel like they got anybody of out or nous or had any sort of say in the No Man's Sky lore to write that stuff. It just feels like flannel. Righto. Okay, cool. Right, so there's some actual chests underneath here. So I'm going to go dig one of these up. Yeah, so that's what we need to do. Just reading it to see whether you need more than one key. I only need one key. You only got to dig up one chest by the looks of things. So yeah, using my scanner, there you go. You can see there is a chest just there. Heck yes, there's 3 of them under here, I think, or there might be even more than that. Right, okay, and now I'm going to start my dig. There we go, terrain manipulator, and diggity dig. Done diddly done. And we're going to open up this box, this chest. Brilliant, we're getting some booty. Yeah, cool, some pirate swag. Awesome, what did I get? Well, I popped the badge, so it doesn't really matter whatever it was that I got. I think it was just sunken treasure or something. Lovely, heck yes, and we're done. And look at that, we've got all the flags. The flags for our base building. I'll pop the badge when we get on shore, and I'll zoom in so you can see all the flags popping up and what they look like. I think there's one with a skull and crossbones on it, or at least a skull with 2 crosses next to it, which would look great on all those pirate ship builds that people do in the verse. Heck yes. Right, okay, well, I'll pop this one. But like I say, I'll pop the other one in a moment. In fact, it's a bit of a swim back to shore. I might just pop it here in the ocean. I don't really need those underwater sort of modules. Now we've got the freaking Nautilus, you know, why? Righto, awesome, brilliant, unless you want to do a load of swimming, I guess. Righto, so now I'm going to pop this, and I'm going to zoom in, and you can see all the lovely little flags pop up in the top right-hand corner, can't you? You know what, I'll put some snazzy music behind it, and I'll be right back with you to say goodbye. Well, there we go, chums. That's phase 3 done. Next time, phase 4. Until then, goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit a like and a subscribe. And I'd like to say a massive, great big thank you to all of my backers over on Patreon and over on YouTube membership. Thanking you, backers. And if you want to support this channel, just don't skip the adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or yeah, just stay with Captain Steve that little bit longer and hit something on this screen. There's merch here now too.